We got a TWID this week. Obviously, it's Thursday, so we got a TWID. We've got non-airy engrams and Rise of the 9, more Edge of Fate previews, bounties info for preppers. Let's talk Iron Banner and Gambit. Bounty for good starts tomorrow. Rise of the 9 rewards update. When the third dungeon completes rotation, we enter a new phase of Rise of the 9 starting June 17th. All three dungeons will be available to play at any time, and during that very week, all three will have increased currency drops. After that, each dungeon will rotate weekly and have a week of increased rewards. Check the calendar below. From now through July 15th, complete all encounters any Rise of the 9 dungeon in a single run will award extra drops from the final boss. So you have to do full encounters, full raid, or full dungeon to get anything extra. Completing all encounters in any Rise of the 9 dungeon, eternity, or ultimate difficulty in a single run award an armor piece. Armor piece for what, the dungeon? I don't care, unless it's Artifice. I think that's trash. I'm hoping it's Artifice is what it's saying, but at the same time there's no really point to it. The armor system's changing, so who cares? These are on knockout list. Each clear will grant a new armor piece until you've completed your set. From June 17th to June 24th, increased currency drops will be active for all dungeons. Okay. From June 24th until July 8th, all dungeons are available, and one will have increased currency rewards and a chance for weapons to drop from enemy kills, as well as increased loot from the final boss chest when completing all encounters in the featured dungeon. Week of June 24th, By the Watcher, July 1st, Joseph the Deep, and July 8th, Prophecy. New starting June 24th, the Emissary will offer a handful of exotics for players looking to round out their exotic weapon arsenal. More will be added each week through the Edge of Fate launch. Alright, so I guess if you're missing any of the exotic weapons, you could be getting this, even if you don't own the DLC. Would be any of the free ones, or will be any of them? Don't know, we'll see. From July 8th until July 15th, Lootapalooza will begin. Increased currency rewards and weapon drops from enemies in all dungeons. New, even more increased loot from the final boss chest when completing all encounters. So that's kind of cool. Introducing non-airy engrams. Starting on July 1st, a new item will be available on the Emissary non-airy engrams. This engram is filled to the brim with hand-picked cosmetic. Rewards spanning multiple years of Destiny 2 content. Some are newer, like Hollow Chips, which is interesting because I missed them. So are you saying Hollow Chips about to be free, or is it just you're gonna get an extra one for free, and you're still gonna have to buy if you want to constantly buy them out of the collection? I don't know. We'll see. Well, some are blast from the past, like Crimson Days emotes. Those emotes were really good, and I liked them, so I'm kind of glad they're bringing them back. Already got them all though, so as I played back then. So yeah, haha. So how do you actually earn these? Starting July 1st, players may purchase non-airy engrams using 350 non-airy manifolds. The Emissary up to 20 during Rise of the 9, so you're limited. Starting July 8th, players will be awarded one additional non-airy engram each day just for signing in. Just be sure to claim it from the Emissary. So the final week of the season, you'll get it for every day for free, and then the July 1st, you'll get 20. You can get up to buying all the way up to the end. Which Edge of Fate just around the corner. We're very excited to close out Rise of the 9 with a bang. See you out there, Guardians. Edge of Fate. So they're just talking about all the stuff we've already seen. They did this last weekend. They're just doing it again. I don't know. Anyways, bounties to gear experts in a shooting range. As with many of our yearly expansions, bounties will be receiving an update alongside Edge of Fate. Many bounties, such as destination bounties, will continue to exist in their current form as a way for players to get some XP while exploring EDZ, Dreaming City, or other areas. Others, such as Armor Synthesis bounties, the added one will receive a small update to help players earn progress across more activities in the portal. To help players avoid loss of XP, Glimmer, or other rewards, we're providing a quick list of bounties that will be removed from Destiny 2 Update 9.0.0.1. We recommend redeeming all bounties before July 15th. So, if you're bounty prepping, which I'm now doing, which I kind of hate, because I don't really like to, but since the raid is literally only a few days away from the release, I kind of do have to bounty prep, which kind of sucks, but whatever, it's not that big of a deal. So destination bounties from the EDZ, Cosmodrome, Nessus, Dreaming City, Moon, both of the ones from the Moon, because there's two sets, Europa, Throne World, Yamuna, Eternity, the Zuran Stars from Eternity, Clan bounties from Soraya Hawthorne, obviously, Armor Synthesis bounties, which is 8 to 1. All of those are staying, so go farm those bounties, collect a whole bunch of them, get as much XP as you can, and saved up, and then when they launch this next season, you can pop them all like crack and get a ton of XP for free. Don't do crack. Anyways, leaving vendors, Trials of Osiris, which is crazy. They've been pointless for a long time because they didn't want to add reputation to them. But I'm kind of wondering if they're going to get a Pathfinder system just for trials. I'm kind of hoping for this because it kind of needs. It would be better in this sense because it'd actually reward you better and maybe give some bright dust and stuff. Be a special one just for trials. If they don't do that, I'm going to be really disappointed because that's kind of what I was hoping for. But we'll see. Gunsmith, which is crazy they're getting rid of these because as far as I know, a lot of people still farm these like crazy. It gives you free enhancement cores, costs no effort at all really. Most of them you can do while just doing anything. They're very quick, relatively easy, and gives you, free enhancement core, which is amazing. I don't do them every day, but whenever I go to the tower and I'm heading past him, I grab them here and there, and I do them, and it's nice getting those 4 extra, enhancement cores once in a while. And I know plenty of people that farm it like crazy for a ton of enhancement cores, especially when they need them. They farm all 3 characters daily, so kind of depressed on that front. Maybe it'll be nice to give him something special. I doubt it, truthfully, but whatever. It was also a good way to get some free rank for him, so it means it's going to be even harder to rank Banshee now, because that was the other thing they gave, so it kind of sucks. Because the bounties were a nice way to rank up when you were almost there. You're like at the final level, or the final chunk, and you need a little chunk, you just go do a bounty real quick, and it was a guaranteed way of doing it. So you do a couple of the bounties, or 4 of them, and you're done. So kind of disappointed in that, but whatever. Bungie for you, what do you expect? Episodic Vendors, Failsafe, and the Apothecary Ido. Obviously, those are going away. It was kind of obvious to begin with, but if you didn't know, seasonal stuff or episodic stuff always goes away at the end of the yearly reset. It's just how it is. Gear experts with new duties. Ada's getting a buff and a change all around. You'll be able to get focus exotics, special exotics. It's exotics we already have. You can just focus them to get the new perks and tier system, how it works. So it's kind of cool. I'm fine with that. It's okay. It's nothing too fancy, but it's okay. Shooting of range will be available day 1 of Edge of Fate, which I'm so excited for. If you didn't know, it was supposed to be like 3 or 4 weeks into this DLC. I think it was 3 into the DLC before it came out, but now they're actually launching it day 1, which is really good because now you can test out weapons and stuff, figure out what's good after all the changes, so you know what you can do for the Edge of Fate day 1 raid, for damaging, for bosses and stuff, or add clear events. So that's really cool. Very excited for that. Not sure exactly how the shooting range works all the way. I don't know if you can lower your light or increase the light of the ads or something, so that way it's actually like if you're in contest mode raid. I don't know how that works. We'll see anyways. It's still cool either way. Iron Banner is not returning Edge of Fate right away. It will return, but will take a while. When the Edge of Fate launches on July 15th, Iron Banner will be on a hiatus for a time. After centuries of non-stop work, Saladin will be taking a well-deserved break and will return with his PvP game mode to the tower in September when the Ashen Iron Major update arrives. It's kind of interesting they're doing that. My assumption is they're going to rework a whole bunch of those weapons. Since there's the new tier system and stuff for weapons, they're just going to rework it all. It's kind of dumb they haven't done that prior, though. I don't know why they haven't, but at the same time, it's not really surprising. There's probably going to be a lot of activities that don't get the new reward weapon system yet, or armor system. They will eventually probably update all of them, or at least a lot of them. Probably not every single one of them, but most of them will probably get it. But it makes sense. They're probably going to hiatus a lot of stuff and change them slowly over time, so. Sad face, but Bungie for you, what do you expect? Those of you looking to scratch the Crucible itch will still have a variety of game modes available. For starters, Heavy Metal will be coming back as an event in the future. I actually love this game mode. Hopefully they tweak it a bit. There was a couple issues with it, and the map was a bit problematic for certain situations, so hopefully they adjust those. We'll see. Also starting July 29th, Trials of Cyrus will have new weapons and armor to earn as you prove yourselves every weekend. So we're actually waiting a while for Trials to come back. Starts July 29th, and it's the 15th is July 15th, so that's a couple weeks, or is that it might be that second weekend maybe. No, because 7 days to the 15th would not. So yeah, it's 2 weekends we have to wait. Maybe. No, it'd be like 2 weekends we have to miss. So I don't know what's going on with that. That's weird. So the first weekend is going to be a thing. I guess because the second weekend in the new DLC is going to be that event that's going on, that place you go to, GCX or whatever it's called. I guess that's why they're doing that. That way people don't have to worry about like, oh, do I have to go here or do I have to do this? Oops, went too far. I assume that's what's going on there. I don't know. Trials of Cyrus will have a new weapon. Oh, we heard that. Through September. Proof stuff's every weekend through September. Interesting. So it goes only up to September? And then what, did they do another refresh, or they just add a weapon or something? I don't know. That's interesting. We'll have further details in a future TWID on more PvP playlist updates, but we would like to call out a new playlist coming on week 1 of Edge of Fate Cutting Edge. Okay. So Cutting Edge allows only featured seasonal weapons, armor, and exotics to be used against your opponents. That's interesting, especially since the seasonal exotics don't look that great for at least the armor. I'm assuming it would be the exotic armor counted as well. I don't know. It says seasonal, though, whereas the Fate wouldn't technically be season. Edge of Fate isn't technically the seasonal, it's the big DLC, so it might not count in here, or it might actually be Edge of Fate and whatever the actual seasonal content is, too. I don't know. We'll see. This will provide a fun space not only to focus on newer gear, but to focus up the meta in some ways. We're excited to see which weapons rise to the top and what builds players come up with outside of the trend, or the tried and true exotic pairings that we see commonly today. We will see indeed. I will say I'm very intrigued. So, Ash and Iron is the second free season for the first thing, and September is only a couple months away. So, because we're in June now, we have July as the release. So July, August, September. It's only 2 months. Or, well, it's technically 3, I guess. It's from July, no, because July to August, July to August, August to September. That's only 2 months, and then the next DLC releases, or the next the small season. So 2 months between the release date of the new DLC and then the second season is kind of interesting. That's very interesting, because that means 2 months after that, or actually it'd be less than that, it'd be like a month after that, the new DLC would come out. I don't know what's going on with that. It's very confusing to me. To me, it sounds like the first season is going to be literally a month long, and then the second season for the first DLC is going to be a long time, because I'm pretty sure they said it was December, right, when the new DLC came out. So is there just going to be several weeks of nothing? Like, are they literally giving us all the content the first 2 months for the first DLC, and then we have to wait, like, 4 months for the second DLC? Like, that's weird, because that's what I'm pretty sure it said online. So I don't know. So I'll have to look into that, but that's weird to me. Something's weird going on with that. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping, but I think some odds going on there. Gambit and Edge of Fate. Holy shit, I talk about Gambit. It is not good, though. Gambit has always been, it's kind of good, actually, but it's bad as well. Been a PvP game mode with a loyal fan base and a lot of, let's say, funny anecdotes from eccentric Uncle Drifter. As the Edge of Fate approaches, we wanted to share with you all that Gambit will also be taking a form of hiatus. Players will still be able to play the activity and earn legacy rewards for transmog purpose, and the activity will live under the Worlds tab as it does now. If there is any specific gear you're looking for, Drifter will still be able to focus them as a vendor. This is not the end of Gambit, though. Besides continuing to support the mode for legacy rewards and triumphs, we have plans to bring the spotlight back to Gambit in the future with updated rewards and mechanics that players haven't seen since the days of Prime. Well, hopefully it is new stuff, not just the same shit as Prime, because Prime was good, but it had its issues. And if that's all they bring back is Prime and don't change it or fix the issues, that's going to be shit. Bounty for Good starts tomorrow. Sorry. Cool emblem. Make sure you support it if you have the ability to. The emblem does look pretty cool. Whole bunch of issues as always. Not going to get into them. There's too many. Seal the look. What the hell is that gun? Why is that gun see-through? That gun is see-through. I am not tripping. That is the arm of the Titan. And that is the hand of the Titan. Why is this gun see-through? What the fuck? Is that just because they're, like, editing the gun out? Or is that an emote? Maybe that's an emote. I think it's an emote, right? That gives you a gun or something. I don't know. That's trippy. I don't know why the gun's see-through. That's tripping me out. And this TWID is done. Each week, we will shed more light on the change coming to the Edge of Fate. We will monitor your feedback. Only a few more weeks until you can test all of it on your own. Set foot on Kepler and experience the start of our next saga for yourself. What a summer this will be. Destiny 2 community team. Like I said, something definitely seems off of that. Because as far as I know, Ash and Iron is the second season of the year of the act, or not act, of the DLC. So the first one's gonna be like right away or a week after, like the final shape. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not exactly sure what they said, if they said anything about it. But Ash and Iron is supposed to be the second season of that first DLC, and if it's only 2 months away, and the next big DLC or the next DLC, medium-sized DLC, I should say. Or small even, who knows. But anyways, getting to the point. They're supposed to release in December, I think is what they said. So, let's see. September, November, December. October, November, December. Sorry. September, October, November, December. That's 3 months. So 3 months of no content? Excuse me? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into that and figure out what's going on with that. I don't know if that's just a typo on their point or what. But something weird seems weird there. Anyways, enjoy the video, like, subscribe, the Conchi thing. These things are pretty cool. I'm glad that they're allowing the bounty farm to still be a thing. Thank you, Bungie, for doing that. We're all afraid they're going to stop that eventually, so we'll take it when we can. Thanks for watching. We out. Adios. Enjoy the video, like, subscribe, the Conchi thing. Thanks for watching. We gone.